Action! Hi everyone, it's Ravi Vamuri, Medical Director of Infection Prevention, bringing you an infection prevention moment regarding what precautions are needed for an RSV patient. As you may know, we've been going through a surge of RSV infection, and this question has arisen quite often, so we thought we'd review it with you quickly. The type of precautions for an RSV patient are dependent upon the patient population that you're dealing with. For immunocompetent adults, the CDC says we should put them in standard precautions, but there's a little bit of nuance here. If the patient is actively sneezing and coughing, that is symptomatic, then extra practices can be done, like wearing a mask. People often forget that in standard precautions, the CDC gives you leeway to wear whatever PPE you might need to protect yourself against bodily fluids. So it's in that spirit that a mask is recommended in immunocompetent adults with standard precautions for RSV. Now, it's a bit of a moot point now because we're wearing masks for all patient-facing encounters, but it's an important thing to remember if and when we get out of a situation where we're masking for everyone. The duration is duration of illness for immunocompetent adults with RSV. And the duration of illness typically is anywhere from 3 to 8 days. The next category of patient is the immunocompromised adult. Here, the CDC recommends contact precautions. And the same extra practices guidance goes here. If they're actively coughing and sneezing, in addition to gown and gloves, as we would do for contact precautions, you can wear a mask. And the duration of isolation is 4 weeks. Now, you might ask, why can't we just put them in droplet precautions and contact? Well, there's a subtle difference here. For example, in influenza, we use droplet precautions. The droplets are smaller in influenza and they travel farther. Whereas in RSV, the droplets are larger and they drop closer to the patient. And they survive on surfaces like the bed rail, the table, bed linen, etc., for many hours. So that's why contact is recommended and not droplet. Now, children and infants, regardless of immune status, the CDC recommends contact precautions in this group of individuals. Again, it's for 4 weeks, as they have been known sometimes to shed viable virus for up to 4 weeks. And again, extra practices apply here as well. If the child or infant is actively coughing and sneezing, in addition to gown and gloves, you would wear a mask. So that is a brief summary of what precautions are required for a patient with RSV infection. If you have any further questions, please contact the IP department, and this table will be available for your reference as well. Thank you.